Sai, and I am here with your astrology reading. We're doing from March 20th to April 18th, 2026. Can y'all hear me okay out there? Let me see. Make sure I'm not frogging or anything. Is there no frogging going on in this place? And good. I think we're doing good. All right, so let's get started. First, I want to say, how's everybody doing? I've been a little sick lately, and I know you guys have been waiting for this one, but I wanted the things to settle down a little bit because things are a little crazy up there. As above, so below, right? So we've been a little crazy in other areas in the world too, right? But honestly, everything's calmed down up in the planetary alignments, and we're headed into a pretty decent alignment for most. So again, we're doing from March 20th to April 18th, and I'm going to go through all the zodiac signs starting with Aries. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on up there. So, starting March 20th, which is today, and happy spring for everybody. Um, Today's the first day of spring, or first official day from what I understand. And we have the sun in Aries from March 20th until April 20th. So that's going to be a lot of energy, assertiveness, and a lot of activity. Um, Most of you are going to have a good feeling with this. The moon is going to go through all the phases during this period in time. It's going to go through all the zodiac signs. Um, when the moon moves quick, it's a quick mover. Some planets take longer than others to do its business, to do its rotation. But the moon only takes about 2 to 3 days. In 2 to 3 days, it's going to go from one zodiac sign to the other. And when that happens, you usually feel a little bit deeper emotions or maybe less emotional control. But again, it only lasts 2 to 3 days. Um, Mercury is in Pisces until April 18th. Or, yeah. So we are in Pisces. Mercury is now in Pisces and will continue to be in Pisces till April 18th. Um, Venus is in Aries until March 20th, which is a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's a good pairing, actually. Um, Mars is in Pisces until May 11th. Saturn is in Aries. Mud, you're going to like this one. Till 2028. Again, some planets move quicker than the others. Saturn's one of the slower ones to move. Jupiter is in Cancer until June 30th. And Uranus, or Mud just for you, Uranus, is in Gemini April 25th to 2033. Okay. And Neptune is in Aries until 2039. And then we have Pluto in Aquarius until 2043. So with this alignment, it offers many different things for all different zodiac signs. So again, I'm going to go over one by one. If you have any questions, please let me know. Let's check the chat first. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Let's say hi to people. We have Kirst. He was in there first. Hi, Mr. Zero. And yes, I am doing computer stuff on non-computer things. Sorry. I'm going to get yelled at. He's going to yell at me. He's so going to yell at me. Mud is here. I'm so glad she's here. Hope you're feeling better. And not like we don't talk, but we do talk. Hearts of the Earth, I'm glad you're here. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Michael Fontaine, how are you doing? Hope that grandbaby's doing great. And let's see. I said hi to Kitty Peanut. Hey, Nut. How are you doing? I missed you the other night. Cat in a bird cage. How are you doing? How you doing? As Peanut would say. All right, so let's get started with Aries. And again, this is going to be quick. All I'm doing is Zodiac for this live stream. I am thinking if anybody wants to continue to talk, have a chat, chit chat, or have an open panel, I can make another StreamYard for that and put out the link. Um, but for Aries, this is your time, Mud. This is your time. You're going to have a lot of planets in Aries, and it's going to give you a lot of energy. You're going to be more interested in being creative, a higher strength level to handle difficult situations. Not that Aries isn't strong to begin with, but now you're going to have a boost in that. So things are going to seem more calm to you, even if they're all chaotic around you. You're going to take it in as everything's calming down. And that's because you kind of have that boost and able to handle it better. You're going to feel more laid back because you got that Venus energy going through you and more balanced and calm. Things that you would normally get upset about, you might not actually get upset about. You might be okay with it. It might not bother you as much, and you may be able to go with the flow a little bit better or easier than you normally would. Also, it's going to give you some romantic interest. Hello, date night. Um, and you're going to be focused on more harmony and justice. So you're going to really want to see justice carried out, um, whether it be in your personal life or societal. You're going to really want what you feel is justice going on. You're going to be more focused on money matters than usual. Aries handles money very well. They're not overspenders. They are careful because they work hard for their money and they don't like to spend it very often. But you're going to be more focused than that on money matters. I think more focused towards the future and what you're going to do with your money for the future. And also, you're going to want to change items in your house, your clothing. You're going to have a little bit of that decorating bug going on. You're going to want to decorate the house a little more, maybe change some things around the house some more. Feel the need to be in with arts and crafts and all that. So it's a good alignment for you guys. We're also going to be more family centered. Friends aren't going to matter as much as family does to you at this point in time. So you're going to kind of cut back on some of the extracurriculars that you normally would do and want to be more with your family and building more family ties. For those who are in a career, you're going to look to kind of climb the ladder in leadership, being a leader. And again, this is for Aries, just so that so people know. So Aries, you guys are going to be wanting to be a leadership role, climb the ladder, want to do more things, be more proactive in your career, and really give a boost there. Your restrictions are you're not going to get everything you want. You're just going to get what you need. And I know, no one wants to hear when I say that, right? So you're going to get what you want or what you need, but not everything you want. So don't have such high expectations of what's going to come your way. Kind of take it and be appreciative as it goes. Hey, Steve-O, I seen you pop in. How are you? So that was for Aries. Any questions? I think the only Aries we have in here is Mud Rabbit. Mud, you have any questions? She was probably like, yeah, you can ask me on the phone. We're going to head into Taurus. Hi, little Tauruses. You guys are probably feeling very, very happy today. And hey, coming into basically spring season, Tauruses usually love spring season, growing season, seed season, everything fun, happy, sunshine. So you're going to feel a little bit empowered during this period to have more courage to speak up for yourself. I know, Taurus, you don't like confrontation. I get it. I'm a Libra, I don't either. But you're actually going to have more of a voice than you usually do. You're not going to take crap. You're going to be like, no, you're not going to talk to me that way. You're not going to do me that way. You're not going to do that. So, Taurus, you're going to feel more empowered in yourself to do and stick up for yourself. You're going to be focused more on saving for the future, which Taurus is the queen of money, right? You guys are ruled by Venus. You are the queens of money. You know how to handle it. You know how to manage it. But there's more of a focus, more of a worry about future projects or even retirement that you're going to be putting money towards. Um, you're going to want to use your creative side along with your athletic ability to create. So you're going to want to get deep into something, whether it be gardening or whether it be using your hands to do something. You're going to want to be active, very active in this point in time. You got that sun in Aries, which brings activity. Um, so you're really going to want to hone in on that. You're good at it. You're very active people, but you're going to want to be more centered to the creative, active. You can put the the painting and the stuff that you would normally do, that you sit at the table and do, to the side for another time. Now you want to be out doing something, whether it's painting a fence, painting a house outside, do something outdoorsy. Um, and you're planning for long-term goals. At this point in time, you should be planning, this is a good time to do that. So if you want to add a shed or add something to your house, or if there's a career you want to go after, now's the time to do it. Plan on that goal. Make long-term goals. You're used to setting short-term goals for yourself so you don't disappoint yourself. But universe is kind of giving you an okay, Taurus. Go ahead and plan those long-term goals. You will meet them. Um, you feel like more social and networking should give you the vibe that you want to be more around friends, more joking around, more socializing, either in person or online. I think more so in person than online, though, to be honest with you. Um, and a lot of healing from the past. People have done you wrong. Taurus is kind of like, because they don't like confrontation, just like Libra doesn't, we tend to get walked on a little bit, just a smidge. And sometimes when we do stick up for ourselves, we do it in that passive aggressive way, right? So instead of that, um, I know, Zero, don't tell you to go touch grass, but I am telling you to go touch grass. Um, but also, you're going to be, Taurus, you're going to be healing from that past. That past is going to be okay. You're going to have some instances come up that remind you of something that happened previously. Remember, that person is not the previous person, but learn from the mistakes that you have made in the past or what others have done to you in the past. But don't hold it against the new person what the old person did, right? Um, be careful on your harsh communications. So, Taurus, sometimes you like to say it like it is. Sometimes you can just be a little more on the softer side of saying it when you're angry or upset, or you have, because remember, it's going to be the time where you stick up for yourself, but you don't have to go full force yelling, screaming, and that kind of thing. You can do it on a more calm down level, but definitely still be that assertive and stick up for yourself. Any, Kirst, any questions? I think you're the only Taurus in here. I think. Okay. Next, we're going to do Gemini. And Geminis, how you doing, fellow air signs? Um, you're going to be taking the lead. There is no more softer touch. No more softer touch. You're gonna be like, okay, I had enough of this BS. This is what we're doing, and this is how we're doing it, and that's it. And you're actually going to be listened to. So don't let it get to your head, which you guys usually don't anyway. But you're going to have that leadership following instead of being the follower, the calm person, the person that doesn't want to make waves, right? And just wants to joke around and be light and fluffy. Now you're going to be more into a leadership role. And I feel like you're going to take that very easily. And you're going to be bold with actions and social networking and high energy. You're going to have, not like you guys don't have high energy. Anyone that knows a Gemini knows they have that sarcastic, joking away about them, which I love, but it's going to be more fun and high energy, less sarcastic, and more leadership. If that makes sense to anybody, let me know. Um, you're going to have a romantic strategy and energy with a lot of passion. There's going to be a lot of passion in relationships, romantic relationships at this point in time. So have fun with that, which I know you will, Gemini. um, you're going to be very sensitive with communication, and I like that because sometimes the Gemini harshness can be a little bit of much, but I think you actually don't like to be harsh all the time. Um, you're kind of softer, so you're going to have more of a soft communication during this period of time. Um, high intuition, which you should follow, and looking for deeper connections with friends and family. So that's when you're going to think of your loved one, call them up, and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And this, that, and other thing. And I know most Geminis don't like to talk on the phone. Not too much phone people. But sit down, have that once a year or every couple months type conversation for a little bit on the phone. I think you need it, actually. I think you need that. And feeling that connection is going to make you a lot happier. And know that you have support out there too. Um, you'll be focused on long-term goals. And again, that's kind of most people in the zodiac at this point in time because of the alignment. But your focus on long-term goals are what you're going to take away. How do people remember you? And that's where you're standing at now. And I think that's why you want a deeper connection because you want to make sure that people remember you in a good way and you made a positive impact, which you do. Um, be careful of unattainable goals in situations. Make sure you keep grounded. Basically, don't go overboard because you're going to feel that energy. You're going to be real high in that energy level. And you're going to be like, hey, I so want to do this. And because you're a Gemini, you're going to want to do it and you're going to make the plan. And it's kind of like, don't try to climb Mount Everest when you're still working on hills. You know what I mean? Set obtainable goals so you don't disappoint yourself. Um, and keep grounded in situations because sometimes with air signs, and all of us air signs do it, myself included, we tend to go in our head about things and kind of fantasize about things a little bit and have like idealistic type thinking. Kind of keep yourself grounded during this time because you're in a great space everywhere else. Just be careful on hyping yourself up too much, basically. And use your intellect and not just your emotion to make decisions. Um, Gemini, yeah, we make emotional decisions. You make an emotional decision, right? And I think what some people do, different signs do, different signs don't. Um, but try to use a little of your intellect because you're so smart. So put it to good use. That's all I'm telling you. Next, I don't know if we have any Gemini. Do we have any Geminis in here? I think the only Gemini that I know that comes in is Prelim, and he's not in right now. But we have Cancer. Hi, Cancerians. Well, I told you the moon's going through all the zodiacs during this period, which I know you guys are like a roller coaster with emotions, right? And but the other zodiac signs, we know that, and we love you for it. We're like, hey, we love you anyway, right? That's just how they are, and we appreciate it and love it, and just like, okay, and here to help you through it. But minus your controlling planets, this is what the other planets are going to bring to you. And any cancers, if you have any questions about what the moon's moving, what zodiac sign the moon's moving through, please let me know. I don't put them on here because they, again, they move every 2 to 3 days. The moon moves every 2 to 3 days through a different zodiac. And sometimes it gets really repetitive. So if I do just a Cancer live, that would be different. But um, I didn't want to sit here and go through all 12 phases for just the moon alone, because that would take a while. But this is what the other planets are doing. But if you have any questions, Cancer, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them for you. You're going to feel very proactive and very protective at this time, and it's more protective over other people, not just yourself. But you're going to be proactive. So the goals that you want, you can obtain. You're going to want to go after during this time. This is it. This is your goal time. This is like, hey, is the universe giving you the wide open door to the goal that you want, you can obtain. So again, make it realistic. Don't be all, you know, I want $1 million type thing. Like, make it realistic and you can obtain it. You're going to feel more confidence in yourself, which can come and go for Cancer. Sometimes you feel really confident and sometimes you don't. Um, More so on the you don't side, but this is your confidence time. You're gonna have a lot of like self-esteem, self-confidence. Just don't let it get to your head. Not everybody, like, calm it down. Calm it down. We all know you are the ish. You know what I'm saying? We all know that you are wonderful, but just calm it down. Just calm it down a little bit, but keep that confidence in yourself, and it's going to be more self-esteem towards you, and you're going to have a little, a little pep in your step. Also, Cancers, you're going to be focused on professional goals during this period of time. That's Saturn giving you a kick in the butt. Saturn in Aries is giving you a kick in the butt and saying, hey, go out and go after your career goals. And it's telling you to do it now. And it's like, not that you don't have till 2028 to do it, but it's telling you to kickstart it off. You're going to be more self-expressive, things that are hard for you to explain, either because you're in your head with it and it's an emotion thing, or you're afraid to say to people, or you don't want to express. You're going to have that confidence to express yourself in a great way. So do that to your friends, to your family, people that mean something to you. Um, be careful not to be too aggressive and miscommunicate during this period of time. So you can be assertive, but you don't have to yell, right? You can be assertive and say things in a nice way. It's like the nice F you. Anybody ever hear that? Like when the Southerners say, oh, bless his heart, right? It's kind of that deal. Hey, Jared, how are you doing? Just saw you pop in. But it's going to be Cancer, you're going to have that calm it down, because Aries in this alignment is going to give you a lot of that aggressiveness. Just woo-saw it. Try to figure out a different way to word it so that people can actually understand your point and you don't get drowned it out. Because I want people to hear what you have to say, but I don't want it to be an argument. It doesn't have to be an argument, right? You can say what you have to say, but don't go in full force with it and be aggressive, Cancers. Kind of be more calming with it. And you will get great results doing that, better than what you think. You want to put more of your daydreams. You know, you have these ideas, these daydreams that you do throughout the day, and you want to put them more into solid goals. And that doesn't necessarily have to be career, it can be on a creative scale too, maybe whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's something like that. You want to do it, don't just sit there and think about it. Actually put some action into it because the universe is giving you a go ahead. Um, you may feel a little lonely during this period sometime and revisiting your past of any regrets that you have. Um, this is a hard one because cancers, you guys are so sensitive that it's going to be hard for you. Stick around your friends. If you're feeling like you've regretted things in the past, remember they are in the past and you can fix it going forward, right? So if it was a past action, you don't have to repeat it, right? You don't have to do it again. I wouldn't sit in regrets. Definitely don't sit in regrets. Kind of allow yourself to learn and move on. So during this period, you might be feeling like a little lonely, like you're a one-man show, one-woman show. You're not. You have friends around you. They care, they love you and everything. Know that. Lean on them, but also um, when you are revisiting your past regrets, take the lessons that are learned and just charge forward with them, right? Just charge forward. And that's all I got for Cancer tonight. Let's see. Hey, Greek, Greek, Greek. Hey, Kimmy, how are you? Creek, I think Creek is a Cancer. I just finished Cancer, Creek. You might have to go back and look or listen. Leos. I think the only Leo we had in here earlier was Peanut. Leo. How you doing, Leo? You feeling all right? Because you are stepping into a leadership fucking role. Excuse my language. We're all adults here. You are stepping into the leadership. You'll be full of energy and courage, creativity that needs to find a direction and focus on new projects. Leos, you got so much going through your head right now, and so many things you want to do. Find a direction, one that interests you the most, and head there. Your creative talents are huge. And that's what Leos are. They're all creative. But all the ideas that you have that you want to work on and blah, 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 and create and everything else, blah, all that stuff, it needs a direction. You need to find a direction. So head towards one specific direction and put all that creativity in that direction. And that's going to lead you to a higher level. The higher level that you want to reach, because I know you Leos want to reach that. So that higher level that you want to reach is if you focus your ideas in one direction. Just one swift direction. And you can do it. You have the creative talents to do it. Honestly. So instead of having different projects here and there, focus on one direction of a project to go. Put all your energy in that and let it soar. And it will soar high and it will be good and you'll be fine. Love-wise, romance-wise, Leos, you are fiery during this period of time. You're going to have romance with adventures. You're all going to be on dates and just be loving each other. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to be like in a little bubble of fiery romance and adventure, and you want to have fun. So you're going to want dates that are fun and adventurous, and you're going to think of different things because you have the creativity to do it. But you're definitely going to want to go on different explorations and stuff, different dates and all that crap. I just think you're going to have a really great time in romance during this period, and you're going to have a lot of fun and use your creative knowledge to do that. Be careful of your temperament and ego during this period. Um, You are a fire sign. Need I say more? You are a fire sign. Fire signs do get hot-headed at times. Um, so just kind of cool it off a little bit. Rethink things, think before you say them, and not all things are left to whatever. Like, who cares about the consequence? Don't take that approach because you might miss out on some opportunities in doing that. You might not just miss out on opportunities, but you may push people away that are your allies. So keep the temperament and the ego kind of cooled off. Not saying don't be your Leo self. That's not what I'm saying at all. But just cool it down. Ooh, watch out, right? Sorry, a song from the 80s. But just cool it off and relax and kind of take it easy. Take calculated risks instead of jumping into different things fast. So this is more around, I think, money than anything else. So make sure you have everything planned out and you can foresee any problems coming up and calculate if it's worth it or not before you actually go for it. All right, and that's all I got for Leo. And let's see. Next, Virgo. This is a great one for Virgo too, which I was kind of shocked. Virgo is an earth sign, but it is a great one for Virgo. Virgo, you're going to have your softer sides and wanting for a deep, close relationship with friends and family. No superficial stuff. I think you're kind of done with the superficial stuff. You want deeper, something closer. Um, Kind of be like, you want to sit and have that chat by the fire. Sorry, guys, technical difficulties. Everyone here? Can you guys hear me okay? Throw your fives up. I wasn't muted and cursed. I got kicked off of StreamYard. All right, cool. Sorry about that, everyone. Little technical difficulties. I was doing Virgo and was saying about the softer side, the deeper and closer relationships. Um, and by the way, am I frogging at all? Mud, cursed, anyone? Thanks, Jared. Let me know if I start to frog. Okay. So again, Virgo, you're just going to show the softer side of you, and you want them deeper, closer relationships. Um, just I could see you guys sitting by the fire. That's what I was talking about. Sitting by the fire with someone or sitting outside on the beach, just talking and spending that quality time with each other and just getting quaint and chill with each other and stuff like that. Um, Also, small goals are going to be best. Setting smaller goals and reaching those small goals at this point in time. Because Virgos, you guys get stressed out. Like, seriously, you guys really do. You're kind of chill, but you also get. Can you guys hear me? Let me check. Can you guys hear me? I guess it just don't want me to. Okay, thank you. So let me know again if it goes out. Um, to those who are texting me, please don't text me during a live stream. It kind of sometimes messes up StreamYard. But um, if when it comes to communicating with first goals, okay, small goals for Virgo right now are going to be the best. Do that one step and then work to the second step. Do you understand what I mean? Like, don't do, don't think so far ahead to challenge yourself. Right now's not the time to challenge yourself, Virgo, on long-term goals. Short-term goals are better. Um, Settings with friends and family, small ones are best right now, and one-on-one is going to be the best way to go. So have that, and that's going to give you that deeper relationship feel, like close feeling in relationships. Deeper communication is when you're on that one-on-one setting or smaller settings. Um, it's also kind of giving you the go ahead to do things that's not within your wheelhouse. So Virgos are usually very um, calculated in what they do and kind of their whole routine is planned out. They're usually kind of A type people. So yeah, it's going to kind of push you into, hey, I never did this before. I'm going to try it. I know it doesn't make you feel comfortable, but it's giving you the go ahead to do that. High energy for finances and for romance. Yeah, you're going to be romantic, very, very romantic, and you're also going to be great financially. So finances are going to look up and romance are going to look up. Um, I think one issue is going to be that you're going to look for a logic and rational communication to understand emotions. And sometimes emotions are not logical or rational. Listen to the story behind what the person's telling you. And instead of worrying about like whether it's logical and rational, just hear what the person has to say. It may not be logical, rational, but that's going to give you more of an understanding. Look at the story. Be careful of burning yourself out, but that's usually a Virgo thing. Like you guys absolutely have that kind of live up to yourself and push yourself attitude. Try take it easy a little bit. Some self-care is needed. Some relaxation is needed, Virgo. And don't be too cranky with people. During this time, it might be a little rough not to be cranky because of things that you're working out internally, but try not to be too cranky. All right. Any question on Virgo? And I actually got through it. Only got cut off like 4 or 5 times for sorry, Virgo. I swear next time I will try to have all these bugs worked out with StreamYard. Next, we're going to have Libra. And Libra is going to get a boost of energy and activities. You're going to want to do stuff. You're not going to stay inside. You're not going to be a homebody during this period. You're going to want to go out shopping, friends, family, mall, whatever you do. You're not going to want to be in the house. You're going to be more bold and assertiveness, which is definitely out of your characteristic. So, with that being said, Libra, people are not going to expect it from you. They're not going to expect you to be assertive or bold with your words or your actions, but you're going to be. And you're going to be okay with that because it's kind of like been a long time coming for some things. And Libras like to hold things in, right? We like to bottle it up and then it pops like a carbonated drink, right? But it's not going to come out like that. It's not going to be like popping open a cork on a bottle. It's going to be more subtle, but it's going to be bold. It's going to be some big actions, and people are not going to expect it from you whatsoever. But it is a long time coming. I think too many people have taken your kindness for weakness, Libra. I really do. And I think because of that, and because you hold it in and they have no idea, even when you make small changes in your personality or small changes of what you do, they are huge to other zodiac signs because they definitely are not going to expect it. Um, you're going to be focused more on financial standings for long term. You're going to think of the retirement or, you know, buying a house. You're going to be thinking more along those lines and really putting your money to it, strategizing for it. And you're ruled by Venus, so you can definitely do that. You're going to be out of your normal routine, and that's going to have you a little off balance. So try not to take it out on anyone. It's just the way the planets are aligned right now, they're going to have you a little off balance with your normal routine. And you're going to be like, hold on, what's going on? What's going on? You're going to ask, what's going on? Why am I doing this, right? Because that's all air signs do is think about why and what and how and all that other stuff. So this is going to be a little more out of your comfort zone, but you'll be okay with it. You'll be okay. Balance yourself out. Um, you're going to be, you're also going to have, you have the go ahead to be more impulsive, which you don't like to do. That's, again, like to think. Libra likes to think and strategize, right? And what could go wrong and everything that can go wrong and when it can go wrong. And how it can go wrong and plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? But it's telling you if you want to buy it, buy it. If you want to do this, do it. You don't have to, you can be a little impulsive from time to time. You don't have to plan everything you do. It's okay. And I can hear Libra saying, no, 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 that ain't fucking okay. No, that ain't. But the universe is telling you to be a little more impulsive. Um, you're going to have a boost in your career, in money, and you're going to have a lot of success in your career and money. So if you're putting in for a new job, now's the time. If you're looking for a new job, there's your time. Go ahead, do it. Have fun with it. Um, any questions on Libra? I think I'm the only Libra in here. Do I have a question for myself? All right. Next, Scorpio. Scorpio, the stinger, the scorpion. Ooh, feisty little ones. Scorpios are feisty, I'll tell you that. All right. You might have some confusion around career moves at this point in time. Don't know where you want to go, what direction you want to go. The universe is basically being like, hey, calm down, figure out a direction, stop worrying. It'll be okay. Like, it'll be all right. Um, Pick the one that's going to be most successful for yourself. There's no hurry. You're going to have time with this. Um, but once you take that career move, I think it'll be a successful one. Just don't jump into it. Like, Scorpions can kind of panic over stuff like that. Don't panic. Relax. Think it fully through. Do what Scorpions normally would do and write it down on a piece of paper, pros and cons and all that other stuff, or comparison tables or whatever you guys want to do, however you deal with it. Make a calculated risk, but it'll be okay. No need to panic. A creativity boost. Yay! Which Scorpios are absolutely going to love because they love to do arts and crafts activities and stuff like that. You're going to think a lot of things creatively you want to do. Put some action to it. It'll help you. It's kind of like I do suggest Scorpions go by water or live by water or at least visit the water at some point in time, especially throughout the winter. And the reason why is because that's where they get their energy from. They are a water sign. But, um, like, yeah, I think right now it's going to be the arts and crafts direction. So maybe you can go to the beach and build a sandcastle. I know that sounds so stupid, but I like doing it. Or do sand art or something with water that'll help you kind of push your energy in a certain way. Also, you have that creativity boost. So you'll figure it out. I know you will. Collecting seashells on the beach, that kind of thing. Um, Use this time to chart a new path for goals and routines. So you kind of got stuck in the same routine, in the same path, and the same goal. And the universe wants you to change your routine and wants to change your goal and your path, or at least rethink it, revisit it, and see if there's anything different that you would like to do. If you're kind of stuck in a point right now, Scorpio, that you're kind of like, I'm not like loving what I do. It's all right. It's not the best. It's this, it's that. It's telling you, revisit where you want to be. And that's just not in career, but that's in life, in your routines. If you're getting bored or you're getting the doldrums kind of deal, do something a little more. Maybe you have to push yourself in a different way. So just take a look at, what path you want to go in life in general. Become more disciplined and less emotionally reactive. And that's going to be a big lesson for you guys because you are a water sign and you do work on emotions. But it's going to tell you, yeah, and challenge yourself to be more disciplined in how you handle things instead of just handling things on your reacting emotionally. So don't be as emotionally reactive, discipline yourself. So it could be like someone says, oh, well, the weather's not that great out here. And you'd be like, rare, instead of being like, rare, because they triggered you in some way, calm down. Don't be so emotionally reactive. Instead, discipline yourself. And this is the universe telling you this is what you need to do. It's kind of a part of the growth during this period. Set goals with health matters. So if any of you Scorpios are not feeling that well, feeling under the weather, or just curious where you stand health-wise, the universe is saying now, check it out. Don't leave it up to worry. Like, get it taken care of, which I don't think you Scorpios have a problem doing. I think you guys are usually right on top of that. But some of you may feel like there's something wrong and you kind of been ignoring it, and then it keeps popping up, and then you ignore it, it pops up again, and you're kind of like, eh. It's telling you just get it checked out. I don't see anything wrong. Like, I'm not saying something's wrong with you or anything like that, but just to put your mind at ease, you know what I mean? Get it checked out. Um, you're going to be romantic, impulsive energy is a little different than what you're used to. You're more used to the deep romantic emotional connection and security, but the universe is challenging you to be more impulsive with your romantic energy. So instead of thinking like, oh, that deep romantic connection, just go out and have fun. Take it just, yeah, nothing like serious. And Scorpios, sometimes you guys have a problem with doing this. Like, either it's all deep emotion or it's nothing. And you friendship them, right? Don't friendship them. Like, don't just put them in the friend box. Kind of like let it flow. Let it flow on its own. Let it flow with the water, like the water does flow, you know what I mean? Let it flow, let it calm. It doesn't have to be all like deep, deep conversations, deep talking. The universe is saying, hey, you can have some fun. You can have some fun with it. It doesn't have to be something serious, or you don't have to be serious about it right away. And when it comes to decisions, it's saying make more practical decisions than impulsive. Um, yeah, that's kind of like when somebody makes a quick judgment call, but they don't know the person, right? So they make an absolute quick judgment call. Think more practically, like why would that person, like why am I judging that person that way? Or it could even be with like, hey, should I do this or should I go that way or should I go this way? Don't be so impulsive. Don't be quick to draw conclusions. Make practical decisions. Um, in love, those that are in romances or dating, um, romance will be more flirtatious, playful, and quick moving. So if anyone's stagnant in a relationship, it's going to pick up. It's going to pick up pretty quickly too. We're going to be more playful, more flirtatious, have fun. Let's see. Be careful with money because you're going to have more money coming in. And we know how Scorpio likes to spend. So just be careful. Not every, have the rainy day fund, right? Next, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Where are my Sagittarius at? Actually, Sagittarius are kind of one of my favorite signs. Not supposed to have a favorite sign, but Sagittarius is actually one of my favorites. Sagittarians. You have a similar of what Scorpio is going through with decision makings. Don't, but it's on a different level. Sagittarius usually like to react quickly to things. It's a fire in them. Don't react so quickly. Think first. Like when I say think, like why would that person do that? Why would that happen? Why this? Why that? You kind of have to go into the whys, right? Don't be quick reactive. Don't react so quickly. Hot tempered, cool your temper off. Cool it down. Cool it down. Again, fire signs. That's the way that happens there. You're similar with Scorpio as well. Your romance will be flirtatious and playful and quick moving. You're actually going to have fun. Sages are very romantic people. They really are. Sagittarians really, they're romantic and they're kind of a little freaky too. So they're very playful, romantic, and stuff like that. And be within that energy. That is your energy. Be within it, stay within it, and that person will fall for you. I wouldn't worry about it. It's you have the charm. Definitely, Sagittarius have charm. Um, and it's okay not to be too serious in life and try your creativity side, your creative side. Sagittarius, that's going to be a hard deal for you. You're not very into the creative things, right? More practical, less creative. Um, yeah, go paint something, do something, have fun with it. I don't know, find something creative to do, whether it be bake a cake or something. Put that creativity to use. I think you really need to, honestly, Sag, because I think you're getting a little too serious during this period. I think you need to kind of cool off, break out of it. Um, Again, you don't have to worry about money because you have money coming in, but you guys already know that. Sages know when they have money coming in. So you're going to have money coming in, and because you are not a overspender, try to be a little, I don't know, surprise yourself with something. Give yourself some gift with money that's coming in. Do something for you. I know you guys are very practical with your money and stuff and budgeting and everything, but give it a little more. You know what I'm saying? Be a little less tight with it for yourself, not for other people. You always do for other people. You always give to other people, Sag. You're always like that. Always giving to other people, always lending somebody giving somebody something, doing something. What I'm telling you to do is do something for yourself. So have fun during this period, but also give yourself the gift, something you want, something that doesn't have anything to do with the people around you, family, friends, etc. It's something you want or you want to do. Do that. You're going to have the money too. Um, Also, I said watch your aggression during this time because you're a fire sign. We have a lot of fire in the chart. But you're also going to have your focus on home and family during this period, which most people would say is typical of Sagittarians, but it's going to be more so. There's going to be less like, hey, buddy, more family time. I really feel like that's where it's going to be focused at. But even on your friends, because some people, their friends are their family, right? So you're going to be all about your friends, Sagittarians, and family, and spending quality time with them, and feeling like you have to take care of them in some way. It could be helping them out with something or just talking to them. You're going to want that connection. I feel it coming. And it's going to come. Any questions with Sagittarius? Let's see. Capricorns. We love our Capricorns. Love Capricorn. I'm married to one. It's not just because I'm married to one. I do like Capricorns in general. But um, Capricorns, this period, you're going to be more intuitive and more empathetic, which you are anyway. You're empathetic anyway. You just don't show it. But I think you're going to show it a little bit more. Um, Make sure you're not being taken advantage of. Ooh, that's going to be a hard one for you guys, Capricorns. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It's where and when do you set the boundary and set it as a hard boundary so that whether it's, doing favors for someone or, a person that invites you over and all they do is ask you to help them with house stuff or whether you're giving somebody money, whatever it may be, Capricorn, make sure you are not being taken advantage of, making sure you are getting something and that your worth is not being exploited. And that's hard because Capricorn is one of the ones that don't like confrontation. Um, but I think this is a necessary learning for you. You know, there are some times where you have to make sure you have your own needs met, especially basic needs, before you give to somebody else. That's highly important. And I really think at this point in time, the universe is opening your eyes to that. You're going to have a boost in romantic energy. Oh la la, that's going to be fun. Um, you're looking for stability in relationships for those who are starting out romantic relationships. This is important because normally Capricorns are go with the flow, and they are the ones that bring the stability. They're Earth. They are a cardinal Earth sign. However, you're actually looking for someone to bring stability. You don't want the highs and lows. So you want the stable and the steady, and you want to see it from them. So instead of everything in relationships relying on you to be that steady and stable force, what they're going to do, what you're looking for is someone to do that for you. Kind of like I'm so used to doing that for other people, but I want somebody to do it for me. And I think that needs to be communicated if you're in a relationship, Capricorn. I think you need to communicate that because your partners will be so used to you being like, hey, he's always the strong force. I can be the emotional one. I can be the mess. I can be this. I can be that. I can be frustrated. And he's always going to be the stable. If they don't know that's what you're looking for from them, then they don't know that they need to do it, right? Like, you can't leave it a guessing game. You kind of have to communicate, Capricorn, with your partner for that. You kind of have to be like, but I can understand you wanting somebody to do it for you, what you would do for them. Um, that's understandable completely. Um, again, wanting to set the firm boundaries both in relationships and other places as well. Capricorns, don't get frustrated. Communication's not usually your thing. You're the silent ones, right? Um, and when you say something, you kind of say it with a punch. Instead of going that route, try just talking and be like, this is what I think, or this is what I feel. Um, that's going to be the best way, but I know it's also hard for you guys to do. You're going to have a boost in physical activity. So put that energy towards outside tasks. You are Earth sign. You should be, you know, outside doing stuff with the ground, grass, you know, that kind of stuff. Also, what you want to get done, you can actually get done. You guys tend to think of things in your head, like a list of to-do things outside, inside, working on the house, different things, cars, etc. But you can actually get that stuff done, so don't stress over it. You always do get it done. So, and you're going to have that boost of energy to get stuff done. All right, that's what I have for Capricorn. Any questions? I don't think we have Capricorns in here, do we? I don't know. Well, if Capricorn has any questions, let me know. Aquarius is next. You know the song, This is the Dawning of the Age of Aquarius? Yeah, with Pluto and Aquarius for as long as it is, it's kind of going to feel that way. Just saying. Just saying. When I say 2043, holy crap. Aquarius, this is a good one for you. This is a great alignment for you. This is going to meet up to everything that you need. You're going to have more self-expression and mental clarity, which means freedom to you, right? Aquarians always love to express themselves and have that clarity and be heard and looked at and be like, yes, you're going to have that freedom feeling, that freeing of what binds you. You know what I'm saying? Like you break out of the shell kind of deal. And you're like, I'm here. I know you guys don't like to be in a lot of crowds and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm more saying is you're going to feel the freedom to express who you are as a person. Um, you're going to create advancements in your life. You're going to create them. So you're going to be like, yeah, I think I want to do this. So guess what? I'm going to do it. And it's going to be successful because that's what I want to do. Um, and that advancement can be spiritually, it can be in relationships, or it can just be doing a task. You're going to have high energy. You're going to be very happy during this period. New ideas are going to come about, and you're going to socialize more and network more in social settings. Um, there's new ideas, though. You're very creative with stuff to begin with. So you're going to have a jump off on that. You start a business, possibly, or get the plans to start a business. Grab your Taurus and your Libra and a couple other your peoples and go start a business. You definitely want to. I could feel that. That's part of your new ideas. So, you know, you have the go ahead to do that. You're going to be more disciplined with your behavior. So sometimes Aquarius can be a little needy, a little this or a little that. You're actually going to have a grip on that stuff because your mind's going to be off and you're going to feel free. And Aquarius loves revolution and, individualism and all that other stuff. And because you're going to be in that, you're not going to feel the need to complain, whine, be needy, and stuff like that. Um, your romantic and love situations are going to balance itself out. So watch what you give because you will get what you give. So if you give negative, you will get negative. If you give positive, you will get positive. So you will get what you give during this period of time. Aquarians will, you're also going to pull away from people that are acting too intense. So yeah, you're going to feel the need like to be calm and you're not going to want any extreme people around you. If they have extreme views, extreme people, etc., you're going to pull back. Um, definitely going to pull back on that one. Let me see. Yeah, Mud Rabbit, I did do Sagittarius. I already did Sag. I'm on Aquarius now. Um, you are going to, like I said, pull away from intense people and intense behavior from people. So people that are acting too much, if they're just on it and they're being too much, you're just going to walk away, which sometimes you may not have. You may have fought back or you may have, tried to calm them down. You're not even going to do that. You're just going to walk the hell. You're going to be like, I don't want anything to do with this. Not at this point in time anyway. And you're going to prioritize self-care, loving yourself, caring for yourself, doing what you need to do with your health, your household, your money, everything. It's going to be about you. You're going to make it about you for you. Um, just be careful with being too much of you and not think of others. You still have other people around you, but I don't see that being too much of a problem for Aquarius anyway. But that's just a warning. Any more on Aquarius? That's all I got. Last but not least, Pisces. Little fishies. Pisces are great. They're funny. They're funny people. They're very funny people. And very family oriented as well. Um, Pisces, romantic boost for you. Venus in Aries is a good one for you, little fishies. Um, yeah, Pisces, you're gonna have a romantic boost, very be creative and happy. Um, this is a good diamond for you too, guys, honestly. Which coming off the last couple alignments, like, hey, you kind of deserve it. um, but you're gonna want to do like the romantic dinners and for Pisces men, you guys are chivalrous anyway, and Pisces women are creative and they like the romance. So it kind of fits. This definitely fits with you guys. Um, you're going to take action towards the romance. So instead of taking the back seat and waiting out and seeing how it goes, you're going to be the one that actually initiates something. So if you like somebody, Pisces, you're going to go after them. You're definitely going to want to take the bull by the horn, so to speak. Sorry, Taurus. But you're going to want to go after the person. You're going to want to absolutely woo and romance and everything. It's your time for that. You're also going to be focused on finances and personal empowerment, which I don't normally see Pisces having a problem with personal empowerment, but um, I think what it's basically saying is that it's going to be kind of like you're going to think outside the box. That's what it's going to be. You're going to think outside the box with both finances and your personal improvement empowerment. So things that you wouldn't normally do, risks you might not have taken that you're willing to take and that will be successful. Um, Again, make sure everything's calculated. Use do your homework on that stuff and stuff like that. But I see that you're going to take some calculated risks and they're going to work out fine for you. Um, you're going to take a more direct approach with communication, which is also hard for Pisces to do. They tend to soft shoe stuff and always want to get along with everybody. And that is kind of like why we like them, right? Because Pisces can kind of fit in anywhere. But there's going to be some encounters during this period where you're going to want to say things, and I think you should. I think you should open up that conversation. You know how to put it in a gentler way because you speak that way anyway. So be more direct with what you're trying to say, and and not soft show it, sidestep it. So direct action and direct words, but not harsh, right? So you don't have to be like, oh, I hate you, blah, 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 all this other stuff. You can say things in a nice way and still be direct with them, if that makes sense. And that's all I have for you guys for astrology. I went over any questions. Let me know. Let's see. For why, what, Cat? All right, what I'm going to do for you guys, and I can't, let's see. Let me see. I'm going to put my email in the chat. If you guys have any questions, you can always leave them on comments. But you can also email me privately too. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. Have a good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like, share, subscribe, ring that bell because I'm the queen of pop-ups. And I hope you all have a good weekend. Bye.